All right, welcome, guys. It is Sunday night, October 5th, in preparation for Monday, October the 6th. I hope everybody's going to be back in the saddle. Dee, I don't know if you're still out of town or what your schedule was, but all right, let's jump into it here. We got the deepest secrets here. We're continuing on Roy Longstreet's book before we jump into the market analysis here. His book, The Viewpoints of a Commodity Trader, and we only have a couple chapters left. So if you have not listened to all the chapters on this, I do highly recommend go back and pick up on the ones that you missed. You can even listen to that on 1.25 or 1.5 speed, but some good stuff in there. All right, the deepest secret. A great change for the better occurs when we learn the secret taught by Jesus as he prayed, "Not my will, but thine be done." The market has a will. In the end, its will prevails. It is not given to any man to know it all. When he thinks that he is the smartest man in the world, he puts himself in a class we call fools. They should be shunned in the markets. These teachings in the Christian religion have great meaning to us as traders. Seek, and you shall find. Knock, and it shall be opened unto you. Those who discover this deep secret suddenly come alive. Everything they do now takes on new meaning. Why? Because they are no longer being shown. They are discovering great truths for themselves. They have found a way to bring newness into their lives. There are those who sit and wait for the world to change for them. Some few guess correctly that they are the ones that must change. In commodity trading, one usually gains by yielding, by admitting that he needs help, that perhaps there is a better way. Have you too been hard-headed about clinging to the one way to trade the markets? Can you think back to other instances where your tested procedures failed and how you found the answer just as soon as you changed your idea about how it should be done? Do you remember how, when you accepted this fact, that there was then a store of experience and knowledge that rushed in to help you find the solution? But it only happened after you admitted that there was possibility of a different way to do the job. All right, the next chapter is willpower. All right, willpower. The deepest secret for a trader is his ability to subordinate his will to the will of the markets. The market is truth in that it reflects accurately all the forces that bear upon it. As long as he recognizes this, he is safe. When he ignores it, then he is lost. All right, we're going to do one more here. Pressure. Who is there today who is not under pressure? We have come to believe from experience that the wheel that squeaks gets the grease. It is very dangerous to assume that this is the way to get desirable results in commodity trading. I have seen it happen too often to be ignored. Pressuring does bring results. It brings answers, but more often than not, it brings the wrong answers. Does an artist paint a masterpiece because he must, or does he do it to give expression to something within him? Commodity trading is an art. So too is good price appraisal, which is so very vital to good trading. Too many customers ignore this truth. They believe that if they bring pressure on the broker, he can in some way do a better job for them. This same mistake is often made by brokers and management in their attempt to get more and better price appraisals from statisticians. People by nature want to please. In analysis, this quite often leads to wishful thinking when under pressure. Hope replaces facts. Facts can be selected to support a theory. What we need in commodity trading is the right answer. Better few in number and right than many and wrong. All right, we've got the last couple chapters here, but we'll pick up on that starting tomorrow night. Let's mark this page here. All right. So on the weekly here, I have that showing that the LBR slow line, you can see that it has finally started to descend down on that slow line as we're pushing towards the top of this Keltner channel. So we're pushing towards the top of the Keltner channel. We have not exceeded outside that Keltner channel, but we are starting to see a little bit of bullish divergences as we make our way up here towards that top. So we want to keep that in mind. Also on the daily here, we've got boom, boom. Let me zoom in on this. All right, so we had another. This was a close under a 5 SMA after 14 days up. This is our first close, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we've got a four-day run above that 5-day run. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, Friday was the 5th day run above that 5 SMA. Left a little bit of a shooting star up here. We do have quite a bit we can eat into this tail. If the markets were to choose to do that, looks like so far in the Globex session it's trying to. So we can eat into this tail and even take it out and continue a move up here. As I showed on the weekly, there's still room to the upside on that weekly. I'm keeping an eye on the 240-minute chart to see if we have a flip down in my stochastics on that. Just seeing if we have any short-term, possible wiggles and jiggles or create a 3-bar environment tomorrow or anything like that. On the internals, okay. So let's see. Let's look at the SPY down here first. As you recall, we have been kind of in this channeling here since back in May of 2025. We're still contained within that channel. It'd be interesting, Buddy or Josh, for you guys to get a count for how many waves up that you guys count, what you're looking at on this, on the SPY on a daily basis. It'd be interesting to see where you're seeing projections there, ends of moves or potential ends of moves and such. What I'm showing here on let me find. Okay, reduce this down here. I'm going to zoom in here. Okay. So what I've shown here is these three horizontal lines here represent these data points here, which this was a low spike of the VIX. This was kind of a high spike of the VIX, and then here's where we are here. What I'm kind of overall showing is we kind of have this effect where we've gone kind of climbing up in this VIX while simultaneously climbing up in this price. We're not far above those closes here. It made a move down. Now we're back above. Looks like we found support on Thursday. Closed above it on Wednesday. Thursday found support, bounced back above it. Friday found a little bit of support still above that zone. These prior highs. So all things to just keep in mind and monitor. See if we start pushing back below, Friday's price point or even Thursday's lows. See where we fall in there. So not much else. Just kind of keeping an eye on things. It's been kind of a steady Eddie climb. Still, so definitely some opportunities for some plays, as Buddy has shown us. So we'll be on board. Everybody trade safe. Let's trade happy and continue to help one another out. All right, guys, it's good to be back in the saddle, and we will follow up tomorrow. Talk to you soon.